What's up, y'all? I'm back with a video. This is gonna be kind of like I'm gonna talk about a little bit about the media blitz in the '90s and the agenda that Black Hollywood had with trying to emasculate, marginalize, and publicly humiliate light-skinned men to make them seem corny, square, and basically inferior to darker men. And this is not done, just because. This is all done by design. This is all done by design from black media, liberal Caucasian media, and we're going to get some examples, but let's get into this video.
Well, light-skinned brothers can feel that they are sometimes treated like they ain't got enough swag because they light-skinned.
Absolutely.
I just heard this for the first time a couple months ago, and I never heard it before that, but brothers told me that. I never knew that.
I doubt it, but trust me, he knows. All right, the way he went off on old dude Seti, certain Seti, something like that. He knows that's their agenda, man. Their agenda is to make light-skinned people, especially the men, to humble you, make you a subordinate to dark-skinned men. All right? This is why you notice with black women, they never just uplift dark-skinned men and just say that's what they like. They always try to latch on to light-skinned and mulatto men to elevate dark-skinned men. Right? Also in the 90s, they didn't just elevate dark-skinned men. No, they latched themselves onto light-skinned men and use you as a crutch to elevate themselves. This is why they always. That's why they always use you as a crutch, man. They always have to latch onto you to elevate themselves. Okay, you guys have to watch out for that, and we have to separate from them, pretty much, to avoid these things and call it out.
That people thought light-skinned guys
Were weaker.
soft, because when I look back in middle school and high school, a lot of the bullies were light-skinned. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I didn't know that the light-skinned brothers felt that they were kind of viewed as soft. I never saw it.
That's a running
but
light skin.
But I did hear this.
Yeah.
Now you're a lighter brother. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Running light skin thing, like, oh, you acting light skin.
Yeah, all that stuff is to haze you, make you seem like you weak. In the 90s, they had in the Jamie Foxx show, which we're going to review a little bit, even after this video, is to make you feel less than, make you feel inferior to darker men. Hollywood, the white media, Caucasian, they've always did that by design. Using light skin as a punchline, to elevate darker men. That's always been their agenda. All right, so this notion about dark-skinned men are marginalized, all that stuff is nonsense. Pure nonsense.
Yeah, that's
that's light skin behavior. Yeah.
Okay.
And you get that from women and men.
But that's what the color is.
And we need to reverse that on them and tell them what acting dark skin is, which I'm gonna make a whole other video about that, and how when they pull that stuff, you guys should pull something back to them.
Yeah.
I've heard that, but what about your masculinity? Growing up, did you feel that you were viewed as softer or weaker because you were lighter?
If the Braxton spiral thing hadn't happened in the same year.
If you guys don't know, this is Braxton from the Jamie Foxx show back in the 90s. And it was a comedy show, a little funny comedy show, where basically Jamie Foxx, they cast this light-skinned guy right here as Braxton. And, I told you it was always an agenda to make light-skinned men seem inferior to dark-skinned men. And how also the Caucasian media would also they would play into this a lot. Okay. And Braxton's character, he was meant to be like a preppy, nerdy, corny, light-skinned guy, who was used as a subordinate to elevate Jamie Foxx, who was darker complected. He would often get mocked. He was often the punchline for being light-skinned. And just like the corny guy, how they try to treat light-skinned dudes like they don't have any swag or they're outcast. It's kind of like the tragic mulatto trope, but it's like the male version of it. You're outcast, you're not cool, trying to make you feel less than. And I tell you, bro, this is why we need our own media, so we can depict ourselves how we, depict ourselves in the positive light, okay, and control our own image. Okay, and this industry is a wicked place. All the stuff you gotta do to get on the screen, man, it's just not good. Put it like that. But we're gonna see what this brother had to say.
I think it would have made a huge difference. In other words, if people had just seen Braxton only for even, say, the first 3 years of the show, I think it would have sealed that image without any help. Spyro was I can't tell you how important it was. Because again, it established, wait a minute, this guy's an actor who can do comedy and do drama and action. I'm not Braxton. I played Braxton.
Does that get annoying when I'm like, someone just keeps...
I have a bittersweet relationship with that issue that I deal with to this very day. There are people who will always see me as Braxton. Am I mad at them? I'm not mad at them because people will feel what they're going to feel.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I have no control over that. I'm disappointed that sometimes there isn't more flexibility in perception. Because if you see me in a different role, you see me doing the work. If it's a drama, if it's a romantic comedy.
Basically, what he's trying to say is that he hates the fact that Corny, that character of Braxton, he hates being only referred to as Braxton because he's so talented. He's so multi-talented. He can play with different roles, but he's only known for that role because he played it so well. And I guarantee you for a fact, even though there's mostly black people who refer to him as Braxton. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much what he's trying to say, and they pretty much hurted his career, and they pretty much pigeonholed him, in his acting.
Whatever it is, all I ask is for some openness to receive it.
Right.
Some people are able to do that, and some people still have this response of, oh, come on, that's Braxton. That's Braxton. No. That's like I said, that's bittersweet because I can't help but be appreciative and be grateful that when people come up to me on the street, all the love I receive, the support, the people expressing their gratitude for having all these wonderful memories and for not only Braxton, but the show bringing them so much joy. How can I not embrace that? How can I not be, grateful for that? I am. But it is tough. I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you where it's most tough, John. Is when people in positions of power who can cast folks in certain roles, it's most upsetting to me if they say, well, we like his work, he's perfect for this role, but that's Braxton.
Yeah.
Have you heard that before?
I've heard that before in terms of the actions that unfold with any given project. I've even heard that as I've walked into certain rooms in the past. But let me be clear about something. This is where it hurts me the most. What I'm getting ready to tell you does not happen in general if I walk into a room full of white producers. Because they, even though Jamie's show transcended race, black people watched it predominantly, but white people, Asian people, Latinos, his show transcended race. But like I said, truthfully, a predominantly black audience tuned in. If I walk into a room full of, let's say, brothers and sisters who are producing this project, and I literally hear, as I walk into the room, what's up, Braxton? What's up, man?
Yeah, they won't let you escape that role because I told you, man, that's black people, man. They want light-skinned dudes to be this. It's a reason why they won't let him play any other role, especially in black media. You can only play that role. That's the only role that they're trying to marginalize light-skinned guys too. That corny punching bag dude who's not smooth, who's corny. That's the only role that they would try to marginalize you to, man. That's the only role, I'm telling you. That's why he said when he goes around white people, it's not really like that. But when he's around black people, they force him to stay in that box, and that's not done just because that's their agenda. That's dark skinned people's agenda. That's their eugenic. That's how they practice their eugenic practices and their tactics on light skinned men. Okay, that's what that's about.
It's like a wrench in my gut. Because it's immediately saying to me, even though you're here and we're seeing you for this dramatic role, for this romantic lead, for this hard-hitting, heavy character, even though we're seeing you for that, we just made it clear to you how we see you.
Right. And knowing what you know now, years later, do you regret taking the role?
No.
But yeah, man, they did Michael Ealy the same way. I watched a video of Michael Ealy, and he talked about how they will only let him try to make him play a specific type of role. And they actually told him one time that he wasn't dark enough, I believe, or black enough for a certain roles. You know? Now, let that be the other way around. We know we'd be hearing about colorism and all this other BS. You know? But, let me get to something. Man, I gotta make a video about this too. I seen this short. Why not just play it real quick? Look at, of course, it's the light-skinned dude that's getting beat on. But look how they portray this dude. And it's crazy because I think he wrote some of this movie, man. A lot of these light-skinned dudes be shooting themselves in the foot. So I gotta make a video about that, man.
I was tripping, man. You want me to ask for my bike back? What bike? The beach cruiser. The one I let you use a couple of weeks ago. That bike. Hey, no, you wanted it back, homie? Yeah, it's just like it's both ours. Just keep it down at my house. Oh, yeah! That's my bike, huh?
You got knocked the fuck out!
Oh, you want something too, old man? Huh?
No! Get off your ass and get in this car, boy. I don't know why you come down here messing with these people.
The general gives you a break to keep you covered.
See, the father is light-skinned too, and he got scared and ran. Man, that stuff is not done. That's an agenda behind that. And it is a big deal because people actually believe this about you light-skinned dudes. And we know this a lot of stuff doesn't really happen in real life, but y'all women even believe this stuff. Okay, so this propaganda works.
CMB. Man, we all we got. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
We know this stuff is not real, but you know, this is how tribal they are, man. It's just what it is.